What is going on, guys? Welcome to Week 10, Big 12 All-Teambuilder Dynasty action. We've got Nebraska State against Odessa State leading us off here. Interesting game, to say the least. We got a Nebraska State team that is always surprising everybody with their offensive numbers and, pretty solid defense from time to time. And then you got Odessa State, obviously, with that big-time offense.
Right. A game that could really go either way. Odessa obviously turning the corner. However, wins going to be hard to come by for both of us down the stretch in the Big 12 West. We know it's a pretty deep division right now, so we're going to see what happens. Hopefully we can keep this guy in check. Montana Flynn, 408 yards and 5 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, I mean, this Nebraska State defense has to get a lot of pressure on Montana Flynn. He's going to pick you apart no matter what defense you throw out at him. So as long as you can get some pressure on him to force him to make some bad throws like that one and potentially get an interception, that's what's really going to change the tide of this game. And it's just going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game for Nebraska State.
Yeah, and that helped us out last year. If you guys remember, we played Odessa State, went on to lose every conference game, 3-9 season. We forced a couple interceptions, and that really helped us put them away in a fairly tight game. So we're expecting more of the same.
Look at that throw right there to Sidney Sisk for 5 yards. That could have easily been picked off. You guys are playing some nice man coverage here so far early on in this game. We'll just have to see how Logan Sweeney performs as well, because a lot of you guys are not really covering him too much. He's a matchup nightmare right here. So third and one after that play, and it's like we were talking about, Logan Sweeney gets stuffed. So really good play by Nebraska State. Baptiste coming in on the tackle, and look at this, on 4th and 2, Montana Flynn and the offense are going for this, but they're going to get the first down on a missed tackle to Brock Skinner.
And the touchdown. So play that could have been stopped, either the sack or, make the tackle. Better coverage, who knows? We had many opportunities to make that stop, but Shanoski's going 21 yards to Brenneman downfield, so I like where we're going, marching down the field offensively, but it wouldn't be a game with Shanoski without one bad interception. Of course, that's with me controlling any quarterback. There's usually one bad interception.
One bad one. That might cost you here. 7-0. Odessa State's already in the red zone, and Khalid Livingston with the 13-yard touchdown in the back corner of the end zone by the pylon. That's a great throw, possibly even better catch. I don't know. But it's a good play all around. But we see Shanoski going to get sacked for a 13-yard loss. And here's a play action thinking that on a 3rd and 23, you're trying to get the defense of Odessa to think that you might be running it. And that was a poor throw. 51 yards. And a poor throw.
So 14-0 game, already getting dangerous right now. Got to hold these guys in check on this drive. We're going to have a 3rd and 10 look here. Please get a stop.
4 verticals play being called here by Odessa, and Brathwaite comes up with the tackle on Sweeney, who's coming out of the backfield, and you get the football back here. So good stuff for Nebraska State. It's a game-changing drive right there, I feel like.
Yeah, and Odessa State's defense definitely has some weak spots, but we're having some issues moving the football through the air right now. They're on our guys, so it's pretty tough sledding right here, but we're going to go on the ground here with Watson for 7. So get that option game going.
1st and 10 here with Ryan Watson yet again getting the call. He's going to get 3 yards, so continue to plug away, milk that clock down, get into halftime, at least down a score, as you guys are going to get that to Matthew Collins, who gets down at the 1 yard line, of course. And you know what? Ones were wild there. 1 reception for 11 yards. But here is Ryan Watson going to get the 0-yard touchdown. So 14-7 with 2:37 left to go. 2:30 now. And we get a screen pass out there to Logan Sweeney. That is perfectly blocked. And Baptiste is coming on over to make the tackle on Sweeney. He's got some speed.
Huge game. Yeah. Definitely, I like playing screens. I took my eye off the running back, though. Got totally burned. Brock Skinner, gets the touchdown. Montana Flynn.
A beautiful, beautiful throw.
Yeah, it was. So he's up to 3 scores. We're trying to get one back, though, taking a deep shot to Brenneman. No doing there. Caleb Brandt, I like this guy. He's going to be a grinder at the next level. Maybe gets a crack at a practice squad somewhere. We're going deep, though, to Vivaldi on 3rd and 11, and we needed that really bad because I don't want to get the ball back to Odessa with 45 seconds. So we're gonna set up a second to go here. Shanoski's running down at the
1 yard line. Third and goal here, calling a timeout, trying to stop that clock, even get a play call being called here. And look at Shannon Higbee, the big man. The big man getting in with the spinorama move for a touchdown. He's loving it. Teammates are loving it. You always like it when you're a teammate of that and you see the big guy.
He basically went tackle to tackle on that spin. Covered a lot of ground. Luckily, nobody hit him mid-spin, or else the momentum would have pushed him back from the 1 yard line.
From the 1 yard line.
Okay, so we're going to have 1st and 10 here. Odessa opening up the second half. Had a play there maybe by Okafor, but Rivera makes the catch. I don't know what's going to happen here, man.
2nd and 10, and Flynn firing to the outside, and check out who makes an amazing grab. That's Khalid Livingston. Probably one of the more underrated wide receivers in this Big 12 conference. Doesn't get a whole lot of love, but Brock Skinner. Yeah, touchdown. So Flynn is 22 of 30 for 4 touchdowns already. It's the third quarter.
Yeah, we need an answer on defense because it's not getting the job done yet. And again, having a tough time finding some open players. Shanoski rolling though, hits Cade Myers.
Wow,
streaking downfield, 40-yard gain.
It doesn't. That didn't even look like 40 yards, but yet there it is. It's 40 yards right here. And look at Shanoski you were trying to dive with him, but you were already past the scrimmage line, and I guess the animation just didn't go, and he's actually going to get hurt on that play.
Yeah, he took a shot.
And Cameron Willis is going to have to come in. And, down 2 scores, you're looking to run the football already with Willis already in the game.
Yeah, we're going to have Nichols in the backfield. Nichols is taking it. John Tavius Nichols down at the 2-yard line. Now we're going to go Shazon Graves here. 3rd and goal. A little more power here.
They're stacking that middle.
Shanoski back under center. Shazon Graves gets a touchdown.
Okay. All right. So Graves gets the score back to a touchdown. It's going to be 28-21, but check it out. Odessa, yet again, already up near the 35, 25-ish yard line, and it's on a 3rd and 7. He's going to actually throw this thing away. Nothing was open, so good job by Nebraska State's defense. So now you're only down 10. So at least if you're not going to stop him from scoring, I mean, at least give up field goals.
Yeah, so Graves here goes for 17. Maybe if we had Nichols there, could have gotten more yardage on that. Well, now we're going to have Shanoski. Oh, on a blitz.
From the outside.
They brought that corner blitz, or safety blitz there. Dedrick Carlton makes the big sack there on Shanoski.
He just went untouched, guys. And we see Shanoski rolling out here on a 2nd and 17, and he makes a man miss. And look at this throw to the pylon. Almost a touchdown, but
out at the
1 yard line. But great catch there by Brenneman. I love this guy.
I know.
I love Tanner Brenneman. And then Shanoski with the read option going to take it in for a touchdown. It's going to be 28-31 and 4 minutes and 56 seconds left. Nebraska State's got a chance here, but yeah, no pressure on Montana Flynn because check this out, guys. Shanka trips over himself.
He tripped over Pestak.
Unbelievable, dude. What is wrong with Joey Shanka?
Oh, it hurt himself.
Every time.
He's a klutz.
1st and 10, he skips out on a Odessa offensive lineman, and a deep pass here complete to none other than Khalid Livingston, and a roughing the passer call on none other than Joey Shanka.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But I guess if you're going to make the quarterback pay for throwing a touchdown, I guess you might as well hit him hard.
Yeah, maybe if he got past that little chip block, maybe he would have been in a better spot. No. But again, Caleb Brandt, Shanoski makes a bad throw across the middle of the field. Too much traffic. And now we're down 10. Need 2 scores, and they got the ball. So not good.
Here's Sweeney with the handoff, and you guys were actually thinking that we're going to run up the middle, and look at this. Reagan is not going to be able to catch Sweeney. He is gone, guys. It's going to be 45 to 28. 77-yard run right there. So, yeah, this game is pretty much over, down 17 points here. And even despite this touchdown, athletically played touchdown here by Anthony Yarbrough, who's always seemed to come up with a big-time catch, it's just not going to matter. So, final score, guys, is 45 to 10. Or 45 to... It feels like 45 to 10. 45 to 35. And Montana Flynn, guys, end of game stat line here. 30 of 40 for 376 and 5 scores.
Going with 54 yards rushing. So congratulations to the Dust Devils. You're going to a bowl game after going 3-9, 0-8 in Big 12 play. Speaking of bowl games, this game is huge. Huge implications here because Broken Arrow, Shreveport, both sitting at 4 wins. They need 2 more the rest of the way. And the schedules are going to tighten up considerably moving forward. So the loser is going to have a tough time getting the 6 W's.
Really tough time here. But you know what? With the new offense, Broken Arrow seems to be firing on all cylinders here, trying to
establish the passing game.
Yes, yeah, get to that level.
Get Brian Street in a rhythm. He's taken over for Tyrone Godot just because they know they have no future with Godot. Not really fair to him either because he won the job out of camp, but everybody kind of knows that Street's going to be the guy the next 2 years, so they want to get him reps. And he's taking some licks here. Yeah, I like the pump fake. Trying to set him up with the pump fake. Does not get the completion.
Underthrew it. 4 of 5. That was his first incompletion on that drive on a 3rd and 15. It was almost like, why not throw it deep on this Shreveport defense? And honestly, when we're talking about Brian Street, I'm of the opinion that, yes, Broken Arrow needs to be going this route only because you got to do what's best for the program. There's no individuals at that level. So we see that Andre Wingo had a really good game last week. We're going into this week against a Broken Arrow defense that they're still trying to find their way. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't.
Right.
But this time, they almost did. Almost
Broken Arrow, their defense usually plays best when their offense gives them a chance. Offense doesn't show up. Their backs are against the wall. They're gassed. But here's Andre Wingo going downfield for 37 yards. So, Shreveport, their bowl hopes are going to rest on Andre Wingo.
Yes. I mean, that's their entire offense is Andre Wingo. As much as people want to, hope and pray that LaDuca is going to be an answer on some games, he's just not. It's Andre Wingo all the way.
Right. And, Wingo has to set LaDuca up because LaDuca does stuff like this.
Yes, he makes mistakes, big-time mistakes like there, and a fumble recovery by Broken Arrow.
Jeff Still on the sack. Guy that's a good player. You see a little spin move there. And Shreveport's offensive line not getting it done so far in the early going.
Here's a 2nd and 3, and Tremaine Chapman with the rush is only going to get 1, so good stop there by a pretty solid defensive front for Shreveport. We can already see, this game's a defensive battle already. It's 0-0 still. First quarter is coming to a close here with 34 seconds left. Preston, the fast guy.
Oh, yeah. 99 speed. Guys got speed to burn here. Street, though, going to the end zone incomplete.
Got to throw it a little harder.
Yeah, not quite there. It's going to be 3rd and goal here from the 6. And let's see what he's got. He's going to take off running, and he is corralled down at the 5. So nothing doing there for Uba. And they're going to have to settle for field goal.
Speed's a little different in high school.
Right.
Brian. So we see here on 1st and 10, Andre Wingo is going to get 13 yards on that rush. It's going to be 7 rushes for, didn't see the score there. But
3rd and goal. 3rd and goal here, and they don't give it to Wingo.
Yeah.
And he takes a sack here. Not by Deion Carrington, so Shreveport's going to go for the field goal. I guess Wingo is too obvious.
I don't know. I like to rely on your playmakers in that situation.
What does he do with his brothers?
Look at this
corner. Get him!
What are you doing? But then he doesn't. Oh, he allows Shreveport to get a 53. Think about that. That's half a football field. 53 yards.
Look at this.
You had 2 chances.
Go.
To go get him.
Oh,
and he doesn't go and get. He had him dead to rights.
Right, Wingo sucked him out, but he could have come back on the second time at least. Made a play.
I don't know what just happened.
Time is winding down, and this is apparently a wide receiver for Shreveport.
That's Taiwan Cummings.
No, that was there's another receiver. His name slips my mind, but I cannot believe that guy's listed as a wide receiver. He was down at the
1 yard line.
1 yard line.
Now think about that, guys, just for a little second. How does a guy that big, and his momentum was obviously moving himself forward to the end zone, how does he just magically stop at that wall?
I don't know. Extend the ball a little bit. He's got it tucked by his waist. What do you think's going to happen? So we're going to skip ahead. Late 3rd, Street with a pump fake, going downfield, hits Benefield.
Hey, that is awesome, because you know what? That pump fake he showed off earlier in the game, that came in play right there.
I think you're right. And that 3rd quarter was a defensive slugfest. Nobody was doing anything until that play there. And Shreveport's in the same boat. They can't move the football down the field. So LaDuca gets sacked here for 9. Going down there, that's Shane Biddle, the linebacker. Back to Street, going downfield.
On a 2nd and 10, nice catch there by Cassidy Morris for 13 yards. So you know what? Shreveport still has a chance in this football game. They get a touchdown here. They take the lead by 3, but it ain't looking too good right now as Antoine Harden gets a reception from Street. And check Street out here. He's got the blocking up front from his wide receivers, and he gets into the end zone for an 11-yard rush. Touchdown, Broken Arrow, 17-6 now with 3:46 left to go. And yeah, this game for Shreveport is not looking too good now after this pick 6.
Yeah. Now look, that's a wide receiver.
That's a wide receiver. And he's actually got some speed.
Look at that.
He's got some speed. The big man can move.
Oh, so Jared Ware, linebacker, takes it back to the end zone for the touchdown. And then to rub it in,
yeah,
they're running the ball with Chapman with no time left on the clock.
So Uba
Classy.
actually got the football back. And yeah, with 2 seconds left on the clock, they're just going to rub it in.
They must not like Shreveport. We got Uba hashtag.
It's a lot better than Gansu.
Yeah, I like that. You're right.
What is it? Sounds like a
Korean noodle dish.
Yeah, like can I? Excuse me, sir. Can I have some Gansu?
Watch last week's episode if you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, watch that, please.
Okay, so we're gonna go here to this game: ACU versus Ardmore.
Do you know why I picked this number 3? I'm doing a Reds video tonight after this, and that's usually where the best hitter hits is number 3.
Right.
Yeah, so I let you hit lead off, and
the heaviest hitter hits clean.
That's true.
So we're gonna go to this game here: ACU at Ardmore, top 5 matchup. We're gonna have Amani Stoudemire trying to throw the ball on this vaunted secondary. Although your offense is not living up to snuff, so it's going to be interesting to see if you can hold on the way you did against Denver.
Everybody says that.
The numbers don't lie.
But I put up some points. I put up some points when they matter.
Occasionally.
But look at this defense here. A lot of people are giving Ardmore some crap on defense, too. And, we just come through when it matters, I guess, is the best way to put it. So it's bend but don't break, as usual. So
well, this game, the Big 12 East is basically on the line here because the loser is going to need the winner of this game to lose again. So, correct. And we know how talented both squads are. It's going to be hard for that to happen. So whoever wins this game has clearly the inside track to Dallas.
A ton of star power in this game here, and we see a almost catch there by D.D. Foreman. Probably would have been a first down as the defender there for ACU was diving for the football. And, had that been a catch, he was surely out of position for a first down. And yeah, we can see Kerp here with 52 yards after he's busting off of Ardmore defenders. He's a small guy. I don't know how he's got this much power, but he does. And look at off the slant, he's got a ton of speed that Ardmore just can't hang with. So Stoudemire 4 of 4 for 70 yards and a score to Tyler Kerp. So ACU is up 7-0 here. Ardmore trying to dink and dunk their way down the field to get us tied again. Here's a play action and just not enough blocking for Ardmore offensive line.
Your offensive line's really, really good. Price Greer credited with the sack. So Shanahan now going to go sidelines there. Gets Jenkins, but was he in?
They ruled him in. They said he got the reception for that 18 yards, but when we look a little bit closer, guys, he was way out. He's way out of bounds. So the review comes in, and it is official. He is out. But look at this. Stoudemire.
No. Is he okay?
Oh,
is he okay?
That's the question. Does he have a concussion? Vinny Hill Parrish comes in, takes his legs out, and McCool actually hit him in the upper body, and with the rolling, and
flips him up in the air on the back. Oh, no.
Oh, look at the little move there by Vinny Hill Parrish.
Yeah, he's like, I sacked him, and then he's probably like, where'd he go?
Where'd he go? He's like, oh, my God.
I'm right behind you, bro.
Oh, my God, what's going on? Yeah, so Stoudemire's okay. He's good. So he's fine now. So 3rd and 11, and after this reception to Kevin McCoy, defense for Ardmore holds. So it's going to be 10-0. They will kick a field goal, trying to get some offensive firepower going here with Hicks, and his inaccuracy is going to cost us here because Hardaway was wide open. and just couldn't get into him. So 4th and 2. Why do we show punts?
Something happens.
Something
Bill
happens here.
Stevens.
Dunbar with the big hit on Bill Stevens, and McKinley comes up with the fumble recovery.
Bill Stevens, let us know in the comments how that felt.
Are you good? Are you okay, old man? Are you good? This was back when he was younger. He got hit back when he was younger, right? All right, so here we go. 10-0. Ardmore is down, looking for a score, firing it deep to Jenkins and right over Cedric Granger for a touchdown, guys.
Jenkins, touchdown.
Gotta love that, man. This guy is probably going to be one of the more dynamic players in the Big 12 here as he gets older and more seasoned. He's definitely one of our best slot receivers. But look at Tyler Kerp again. Busts off 2 tacklers this time on a slant route. And again, guys, his small frame doesn't seem to matter because he's got the will to get that touchdown and get in the end zone here. 3rd and inches, and Shook shakes and bakes there. Gets past Armand Hammer, which he would have I think he would have died had he gotten hit by Armand Hammer.
You don't want to get hit by Armand Hammer.
1st and 10 here for Jake Woods. Not going to get anything. So, second quarter, 2:45 left to go. Guys, I mean, we got to get something done on offense here. But you know what? With this read option, it's just going to get snuffed out there by Todd Parker. It's going to be 3rd and 12 now. Little play action here. And again, the offensive line, guys, just cannot hold on to their blocks. That's Armendariz with the sack. So it's still going to be 17-7 here with 1:22 left to go. Pass complete to Joe Johnson Jr. He's going to pick up the first down for 11.
Yeah, ACU opportunity to add on more points before halftime. Not looking good here, but they're going to go underneath the Smith. So you hold. Although you might end up giving up 3.
Definitely. I mean, he got nothing but middle of the post.
Nothing but net.
Right there. 2nd and 2. And we're just trying to come up with some type of audible here to feel comfortable in getting this first down. We need it. 28 seconds left here. Have RB, but underthrown.
Bill Stevens makes the play.
Yes, he does. He must be good. He must be okay.
Getting some revenge there.
So 3rd and 2, and Shook is going to get the first down. 20 seconds left to go. We do call a timeout. 1st and 10 here, and pass. Got to get out a little bit earlier. Shanahan now 50% completion percentage on the game right now. 14 seconds left, and again, we're just calling a lot of audibles, trying to get something comfortable to throw to. And look at us. Price Greer just cannot be held down.
Form tackle, helmet in the chest, form sack. Gotta like it.
Gotta like it, gotta love it. 3rd and 22. Trying to get some positive yardage here just to get into field goal range, and Buster Payne comes up with the crucial interception here, guys. We could have cut it in half had we gotten the football out a little bit earlier, but it's going to be 20-7 ACU on the road against number 1 Ardmore.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting result there in that first half. Ardmore definitely trying to get the running backs going with Shook. Got to get him involved because he can make moves like that. But you need a touchdown here very badly.
Another play action pass here going to J.R. Fuller, but that little touch pass, Shanahan's not playing very well in today's game.
Nope.
That's got to be a bullet pass. You got to get that out quickly to your receiver and let him use his momentum to get into that first down.
And Shanahan basically, he beat Denver Tech last week, and he's not showing up this week with the same caliber of play. And I think that explains the deficit so far.
Yes, and then we see a pass here from Stoudemire to Jared Kirk, who we still have to rename.
Maybe we'll just stick with Jared Kirk.
Maybe we'll just stick with Jared Kirk. I haven't seen those guys in the comment section lately, so I'm not sure what's up. So field goal by Charlie Taft. It's going to be 23-10 now, and look at this. Joe Johnson Jr. going to get another reception, and this time it's for a touchdown. Going to be 30-10.
He's all about those touchdowns.
Dude, yes, he is. 1st and 10, and we're just firing it deep. And look at Shanahan again. Cedric Granger comes up with a pick, and nothing taken away here from Cedric Granger. He had to get back there to make that play, but Shanahan, guys, I don't know what's going on. That pass was underthrown big time. Usually hits those deep routes and just not doing anything.
Well, you still have a prayer here, but you are going to need either a turnover or an onside kick at some point. You're going deep here, trying to pick up 3 touchdowns, but Chandler's going to get the INT. Shanahan at this point, he's just winging it now.
Well, he overthrew
Yeah, but
right
how about
there.
this? Sanchez with the pick.
Yeah.
Going the other way, so you got the 1 turnover, but I mean, you still need 3 touchdowns, so Steinmeier, don't get too down on yourself.
At least we're giving ourselves a chance here. Shanahan on a 3rd and 4, and look at, he's trying to extend the play here and got RB, got Tratnick, but look at Michael Clayton. Makes an unbelievable interception, one-handed, away from his momentum. He was running the other way, makes an interception, guys, and Ardmore is going to fall at home to ACU. An unbelievable fact. Like, we got blown out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just wasn't enough today. Whatever worked last week wasn't helping you right now. And I mean, ACU's playing some of their best football here. They're coming on strong down the stretch. So they might have a date with this team, Denver Tech.
Yes.
They're going to go at KAMU. KAMU is alive in the West. I mean, and so if they get this game, especially with their win over Midland, you know, they're looking good. So they want this game just as badly as Denver does.
Hey, you remember when we were talking about baseball lineups? You know why? You know why I put them number 4?
Okay.
Because they're the heavy hitter.
Right.
Ah!
Okay. So we're going to have both teams here running the option for the majority of the game here. Both are going to be all about the ground game. We see Durkeen Timmons off to a rousing start. Cannot be brought down. Still going. 35 yards out of the gate here. Good stuff by Denver Tech. And they're going inside the red zone here on this drive. Jarkis Halley for 14.
Gotta love what Denver Tech always does. They always seem to be always moving forward through momentum. I talk about that every single week, it seems like. But, you know, they run every single play to near perfection. And that's so hard to defend on a defense.
That goes down as a touchdown pass to Nick McCullough. So we're going to see what they're going to go Mitchum. Interesting call here. They're still not going with Freeman. But Golston, as we talked about, has entered the Heisman conversation with the amount of rushing touchdowns that he has put together. So they're going to go with the seniority here, trust Mitchum to run the offense, not make any rash plays. We'll see if that pans out.
I think it's the right call. I think that Mitchum has shown through his body of work this season that, I mean, they're winning games with him. So I think that game against Midland State was just kind of a fluke game. And that's what they're going to do. So we see an interception here, though, for KAMU. So Durkeen Timmons, what was that?
I'm not sure. Wes Hubbard makes the INT on the sidelines. Not a good throw. And obviously that's not what he is usually tasked with doing. So not good there. Mitchum throwing a little awkward throw there and trying to fall over his Dontari Weeks, but it's going to be 4th and inches.
Well, good job by Denver Tech to hold there.
Yeah, so we're going to be 7-0 here late first. What do you think about the uniform matchup in this game?
It's gross.
It's probably the worst looking matchup we have in the
it's gross.
Yeah.
You know, we got 2 teams that wear black, and then 2 teams that wear some sort of weird
different shades of yellow.
Different shades of yellow. Yeah,
it's a tough look on the eyes, but we're gonna slog through it because there's a lot at stake here.
We're gonna slog through it just like these 2 teams like to slog through the trenches.
Yes.
We see Durkeen Timmons coming here with 9 yards, 2nd and 5. And yet again, another read option type of play here. And good job by KAMU defense to snuff that out. Twan Aguilera,
he can play.
Third and 9. And here's a nice play there by KAMU defense. Able to get that deflection and incompletion. So it's going to turn back to the Amber Wave on offense here. And on a 3rd and 8, yet again, Andre Irvin. For KAMU offense, they just can't get that extra inch to get that first down and move the chains.
Only way... Oh, look at this. INT.
Timmons again.
Timmons cannot complete that throw. And I was just going to say, the only way KAMU is going to win this game is if their defense steps up, keeps them hanging around.
A lot of scouts love quarterbacks that can throw sideline to sideline, and both of those interceptions for Durkeen Timmons have been on the sidelines.
Right. We don't project him as a quarterback at the next level.
Correct.
We project him as a Mohamed Sanu type. Maybe a bit better in the receiving department, but we'll have to see how he adjusts.
Antoine Randall L.
Yes.
Now, what about this guy, Jordy Williams? He seems to always come up in every single game with a big interception here. I mean, look at the speed, the afterburn to get that extra yardage after the pick.
He's a stud. He is a stud.
Sets up Timmons and the offense here on what? Kick a field goal.
You got the 3 points on the board. Wow. So we're going to go into halftime 7-0.
I was thrown off.
Yeah. Well, even with Timmons, you got to throw. You think he would throw more towards the end zone if you're just going to go for it. I don't know if they thought they could run one more play and they just ran out. I'm not sure. But
I had no idea what that was.
KAMU getting blanked in the first half will turn to Jace Freeman, the hero against Midland State.
Yes.
We're going to see if he can engineer a comeback.
He's in the game now.
Although you got to say, this is not as big of a comeback. They're down 7 right now.
Well, it was an interesting call yet again by Amber Wave coaching staff because, like you said, we have to keep things into perspective here. It's still 7-0.
Now it's 14-0.
Now it's 14-0, but why do you want to go to the freshman quarterback in this type of game?
Because he's shown he can do it.
Well, that was a totally different team.
Well, look at this. He's running that option, 10 yards for Jace Freeman.
I'm not against it. I like him. I created him.
Okay. How about this to Sidney Layton, the fullback?
Yeah, the big man. Grinding it through.
He threw Kate Subchansky down.
Love it. I hate that guy.
So look at Freeman go.
Oh,
he's got a lane.
Dude, okay. I take back everything I said about Freeman. He's actually playing really well. I think they need to stick with him.
I think they're going to after this game.
1st and goal now, and we get a rush up the middle to Aurelio Boggs. That's what I wanted to say. I knew who was carrying
Aurelio
it.
Boggs, good running back, but he barely gets a look because of Fritz and Golston.
Yep.
They're going to pitch here to Golston, going for that 3-yard touchdown. Going to add another one to his ledger and his stealth Heisman campaign. Coulter Turgosevich, though, hitting this huge field goal to go up 10 late 3rd.
KAMU's still in this football game, and like we were talking about with Jace Freeman, he gives him a chance to win. But you know what? That's kind of a weak play call in my opinion. You don't want to test Denver Tech to the outside.
No.
Run it back up the middle. You've got the power. You've got the will. You've got the ability to do that, get that first down, and get the drive, keep them going here. But we see a fumble here for Denver Tech.
Jarkis Holly.
Yes, and coaching is thinking like, dude, you got to hang on to the freaking football.
This late in the game, but we have a review. Was he down? That's going to be the game right here. A 10-point game here, 4.5. They were going to rule him down. So Denver definitely back in the driver's seat. Huge run here by Scroggins for 15. So they're just going to keep milking that clock unless KAMU gets a turnover, which is what they need.
Keenan Timmons picks up 20 on that play. It's just some plays they look like they're going to get 5 yards and then they get 20. It's unreal. So we see that Jarkis Holly on a little screen pass gets stopped. They're going to kick a field goal. It's going to be 20-7, and that was just a freaking huge hit. And you know what? Jace Freeman, that's his first pass.
Right, so they've been mostly doing all this stuff on the ground here. Freeman, though, going to get sacked by Ramon Covington.
That's terrible. You need to have this guy throw the football. He got 22 points on Midland to win the game with his arm. Let him throw.
It's just, it comes down to being conservative. They're playing a top-flight defense. 4th and 4 here for Freeman. Oh,
that was a complete pass and just could not handle it, guys. So this game is going to be over. Pretty much, because KAMU's got no timeouts now, 1:31, and a touchdown run here to Jarkis Holly. It's now 27-7.
And that will be the final score, so Denver remains in the driver's seat for the West. KAMU, I hate to say it, de facto eliminated, I think, but they can still finish really strong, finish with a great season.
Yep, and we're going to check out and see what KAMU has left on their schedule, at least for next week. But, under Keenan Timmons and this Denver Tech, they bounce back in a big way this week. Pretty interesting week here, guys, for the Big 12. ACU beats Ardmore 30-10. Wasn't our best showing.
No, let's take a look at the box score. We saw the game. 445 for ACU. You had 215 of offense with the 4 picks. Lack of offensive production caught up to Ardmore in this game. You saw the numbers. Season averages were not really pristine.
Yeah, we just could not get anything going whatsoever. This defense really shut us down on both sides of the football. As far as running goes, passing goes, we couldn't get into a rhythm whatsoever. And on defense, Stoudemire just picked us apart up and down the field. It didn't matter.
Nope. We saw Kerp with the 2 touchdowns, had that broken tackle. Let's take a look at the defensive numbers. I know I skipped this a couple times. I don't intend to, but sometimes it just slips the mind there. So Kennedy with the 2 sacks. We saw Greer picks up 3, adding more to his All-American campaign and increasing that draft stock. Armendariz also with the sack. We see the INTs courtesy of Payne, Chandler, Clayton.
Clayton with that one-handed
Ranger.
pick also.
Yeah, pretty good stuff here. We saw this game, new offense, helped out Broken Arrow really towards the end. Although, they get the pick 6 and then a short field. I mean, still not where they need to be. See, both teams could not crack 300 yards.
Well, Broken Arrow's actually got a sneaky good defense every now and then. They do show up on certain games, and this one was no exception. Shreveport just could not get anything going as well on offense. Wingo, I think he had a pretty okay game, but I mean, it was just really on the hands and the arm of Laduca that just couldn't do anything through the air, which pretty much cost Shreveport in this game.
Yeah, the run defense did not play very well against Chapman either. Chapman had a good game there, and then Street was efficient. Laduca,
30 attempts. I mean,
yeah, he started off with a lot of completions and then got more spotty as the game went on. He saw a lot of sacks there, explaining that. So, not a good showing for Shreveport. They play ACU and Ardmore. They got to win one of those to get to a bowl game. So, good luck.
Good luck, Broken Arrow.
Denver takes out Kansas A&M. KAMU falls out of the top 25. Denver goes up to 4.
Yes, and KAMU actually held with these guys for as long as they possibly could, but until the end, Denver Tech just basically took over the game.
Yeah, and then they get 340 yards rushing again. Quarterbacks, I'm not sure if Freeman did that much better than Mitchum. You see the rushing totals, though. I think he played a little bit better in that regard. Timmons, 7 of 10 with 2 picks and 36 yards. Interesting, but they get their 200-yard rushers. So that's about it.
He's basically a running back that can throw.
I would say so, yeah. And then we have this game. Nebraska State falls to Odessa.
Well, that offense for Nebraska State, guys, 512 yards of total offense. This is a team that every single week can put up the numbers as far as passing goes. When you have a dynamic quarterback as they do with Shinosky, a lot can go right. Some offensive weapons, Swan, Vivaldi, Yarborough. It just does not end. Even despite the running back issues, you guys are still putting up numbers, but that defense really cost you today against Montana Flynn and his NFL style of play.
Yeah,
I mean, he's going first round.
Yeah, I would agree as well. And Logan Sweeney might be the star of the game, kind of under the radar.
9 catches.
But yeah, and he also had that huge touchdown, or the huge 77-yard run there.
Look at the yards after catch for Sweeney.
Yeah, pretty amazing stuff. And then we see Shinosky racked up 387. Didn't have those 2 picks, so I'm not really sure what to make of that. Played okay for the most part. We had mixed in Graves and Watson and Higbee. Brenneman led the way at receiver.
Had a great game.
Yeah, I mean, so Odessa's going bowling.
Yes, they are. Finally.
Good
So
stuff.
one year turnaround. I think that they're ready, taking the next step. But again, temper expectations, Odessa State fans, because next season you guys are going to have quarterback issues.
Right.
And just when the team is getting ready to improve, it's going to be the quarterback play that either vaults them to the next level or is going to hold them back.
Right. And this game was the game of the week, basically, because, I mean, ACU-Ardmore, ACU now controls their own destiny in the East.
Yes.
And then you need them to drop another game somewhere. Going to be hard to find that game moving forward. Although they play Kansas A&M. That could be a trick.
Yeah, and what sucks is that even if they went out and we went out, they win the division. So that game was huge for us. That had so much implications for that division. And like you said, that we're going to have to rely on them to lose, which
it can happen.
It can happen, but it's another game where Ardmore we couldn't get it done in the clutch.
Right. So next week we're going to have Midland State at McAllen. You're going to go at Shreveport. They're going to be desperate, and it's not the way they want to go. You got Laduca, you got Wingo. I mean, they went 7-5 last year. I want to see them get into a bowl game somewhere.
They know that they have what it takes to hang with the big boys. And like you said, with Wingo, anybody can win.
Yeah, just a matter of making it happen. Bama was tight. Amarillo was tight. Little Rock got ugly, but McAllen, they played really well there. So we'll see. Ardmore, we've talked about this, but your offensive numbers are not really that good right now. 84th in offense. So if Shreveport can't score, might be a tight game.
Yep.
New like Broken Arrow offense. Bryan Street going to go on the road to ACU. Good luck, Bryan Street. You might need it. I don't know.
Interesting matchup here, actually. 6-2 Little Rock against Amarillo.
Amarillo, they kind of need this one. They 3 more winnable games. I mean, maybe they upset Denver Tech, unlikely, but they need 2 out of their final few games here. So they're going to play Little Rock, Nebraska, Midland. They need to win 2 of those games. KAMU at Nebraska. We still need that 6th win, and the West is looking pretty good. So we have a tough road to hoe here. I got to get that 6th win somewhere.
And KAMU's looking for a 7-win season, which is actually a huge improvement for them from last year.
Well, I mean, they might... You know, we struggled with them last year. We'll see what happens
This
there.
game right here. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in my gut here, but this game right here is really interesting to me. You got the number 4 team in the land, Denver Tech, who's lost to Ardmore, but it was a tough game for them. Tough game for me too.
Right.
But Odessa with that quarterback play.
I mean, I think he's good enough to keep him in it. Winning is another matter.
I mean, that defense for Odessa State, probably not there to be able to hang with Denver Tech's offense. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something weird.
328 yards per game. That's going to seal it.
Yep.
But we'll see you guys Wednesday. Do you have anything left?
Wednesday video, probably going to be a little bit more in depth than last Wednesday. Just letting you guys know because you're going to be here and you're going to be able to help out a little bit. That's a lot to talk about.
I agree.
All right, so guys, we'll see you then. Leave a like if you like this thing, and make sure that on Wednesday you guys get your picks in for week number 11 on the website. I'll have all of that information and everything updated as far as storylines as well up on Sunday. So I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, peace.